Good YouTube. Post-workout, post-chest session, a wonderful chest day, may I add. What a wonderful workout I just had, you guys. A great chest workout. And I wasn't even that strong today. Anyways, it's time for a new installment, and today I want to talk to you guys. I want to talk to you from the heart. And today I want to talk to you guys about romance and relationships. Just kidding, I want to talk to you guys about nutrition. Because I get so many questions, an endless number of questions about my approach towards nutrition, you know, my thoughts, and that sort of a thing. So, I don't know, I just want to talk about bulking, lean gains, and stuff like that, and shed more of my own knowledge into it. And I want to let you guys know something. I'm not a nutritionist. There's a reason why I don't sell actual nutrition programs. I don't offer any nutrition programs because I don't consider myself a nutritionist. I'm not a certified nutritionist. When it comes to training, I feel like I'm a fucking expert. Call me what you would like to call me. After 6 years of training, you call yourself an expert? Cool. I'm in the gym 7 days a week, you guys. I'm constantly applying different routines and switching my training styles up. I just feel as though I have really mastered my ideas of training and whatnot. I don't know. Not to go into that too far. But nutrition, specifically my approach towards nutrition. I've said it time after time again. My nutrition is not strict. By any means, my nutrition is not a strict program or diet that I follow. I am not a competitive bodybuilder. I'm not a competitive physique person. I'm not a power lifter. I don't compete, period. So I don't feel as though my nutrition should be cracked down quite as heavily as those who compete. Now, over the years, I have learned a lot about myself, about my body, and about, you know, how nutrition, about how certain diets affect me personally. Starting out, you guys, I didn't know a lot about nutrition, and I had to do quite a bit of research to learn the things that I know now, and the basics. But the biggest question that I'm asked myself is, how do I stay so lean and continually make gains? How do I continually get stronger? And how do I just stay lean year-round without bulking? I want you guys to understand something. In order to be a successful bodybuilder, in order to build strength, and in order to increase muscle mass, you have to go into what's called a bulk. And I'm going to give you my definition of a bulk. In order to do those things, you have to be in what is called a caloric surplus. It's just a fact. It is a parallel to making gains, and it is a parallel to bodybuilding. In order to be successful, you have to be in a caloric surplus. Now, this is the mistake that most people make. This right here, what I'm going to tell you. Most people, when they go into a bulking phase, they will go over their maintenance calories in such an exaggerated way. The majority of people, when they're entering a bulking phase, go over their maintenance calories by 500 plus calories. Now, when you're doing such a thing, you're gaining close to a pound a week, but some people go to the extreme of trying to gain a pound to 2 pounds a week, and that just is not optimal if you want to stay lean. I mean, there are so many people who are successful in bulking up, gaining extra body fat, and then cutting back down. I personally am not a fan of doing that because of the mental toll it takes of gaining weight, getting stronger, and when you cut, you visually look smaller and you physically get weaker. For me personally, that would have such a mental impact in a negative way, and it's just not my way of going about things. I give so much credibility and props to the people here on YouTube, people I'm subscribed to, who go into a bulking phase and they go into a cutting phase and they go up in body fat and they drop body fat. You know, their strength levels go up and down, fluctuating constantly. You know, I don't have the balls to do that. And sometimes in the back of my mind, I say, you know what, I'd really like to see what I would look like and how strong I could get if I tried to bulk up to 200 pounds. But I'm too much of a pussy to do it, if I'm completely honest. And that's okay, because that's my preference. And in terms of my genetics, I've found what I like to do. And that's important. But for those of you asking, Zach, how do I make lean gains of muscle mass and strength. It is possible. No matter your genetics, it may be a lot more difficult for you than it is for me, but I assure you guys it is possible. And it's a matter of you taking control of your nutrition. It has nothing to do with your training. It has nothing to do with cardio. So for those of you guys who are looking to try to make these lean gains, who want to stay at a relatively lower body fat while still bulking, lean bulking, it's a matter of finding your maintenance calories. Now, I'm not going to be the one to tell you how to find your maintenance. There are so many people here on YouTube that would do a much better job than me of telling you how to find your maintenance calories. Maybe after doing some research, I'll come on here and make a video that you guys will relate to in a way, in my own words. But right now, I just don't feel comfortable telling you guys how to go about finding your maintenance calories. It's not that difficult, and the hardest part about it is the fact that your maintenance calories is constantly fluctuating. It is constantly changing. Once you find your maintenance, you have to understand the fact that it will fluctuate up and down from day to day, week to week. And it sucks and it's frustrating, but it's something you need to learn to manipulate with your body. Once you have found your maintenance calories, it is simple as going into a surplus by a few hundred calories. For me, what I've always followed is 100 to 300 calories. No more, no less. If you're in a surplus of 100 to 300 calories, you are not gonna gain a lot of body fat. Compared to these people who go into a surplus of 500 to 1,000 fucking calories, where it's just uncalled for and it's unheard of, and you gain body fat so quickly. And a lot of people who have this approach, these people who gain a pound a week, you all need to understand the fact that you cannot gain a pound of muscle per week, per 2 weeks if you're a natural bodybuilder. It is not going to ever happen. Not even if you're a noob or just starting out. You are simply not going to gain a pound of muscle mass per week. So if you are in a bulking phase and you are gaining a pound a week, chances are the majority of that is body fat. And you are gaining body fat that doesn't necessarily have to be there. Now, if that's your goal and your ambition, then by all means do that if that's what works for you and you enjoy cutting. I'm speaking specifically to the people who relate to me, who have a theoretical ectomorph type build, who struggle to gain body fat to begin with. Try this approach and see if it works for you. What is it going to hurt for you to try it out for a few months? It's not going to hurt anything at all. So, I don't know, I just wanted to shed some light on that. So many people ask me about it over and over, and I've talked about it a couple of times, but I do need to talk about nutrition a little bit more, and I do need to talk about my approach towards nutrition a little bit more, because many of you guys are interested in hearing my take on it, all right? And I have no problem sharing it. I just want you guys to understand the fact that I can admit that I'm not a nutritionist, but I have found over trial and error after many years a successful formula of what works for me personally. And a lot of it is bro science, and a lot of it is just common knowledge that I've developed and learned through other people. But that's what bodybuilding is. It's all refed information about what people have tried themselves and worked into their own type of program. But I am home right now. It's raining and I gotta make my way into the house. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was a little bit informative. But please, 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 just try applying it to yourself and let me know if you guys enjoy it. Until next time, I love you all so much. Peace out. Bye.